Honourable Tau Henare.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. There was the brains trust of Labour. There was the new leadership of Labour. Less than 6 months away from a general election, and they put him up. Less than 6 months away from an election that is the most important election that Labour will ever fight in their lives, and they put him up. Mr Speaker, he talks about the plan. Mr Speaker, well, I want to read out to that member what the plan has been and will be going into and past the 26th of November. Mr Speaker, for the last 2.5 years, the National-led government has provided the responsible economic management that New Zealand was in such need of after 9 years of Labour, sir. Mr Speaker, when we took the reins of office, the financial crisis, sir, had reached its peak, and the New Zealand economy, which had gone into recession before anyone else, had shrunk 3% in a year, topping off 5 years of historically low growth, sir, under the Labour government. Exports, sir, had flattened out completely. Government spending was out of control, and the Treasury books showed never-ending budget deficits, and government debt is spiralling out to 60% of GDP and beyond, sir. So I can go on and on and on about what we were faced with when we took over. But here's something that I want to do, sir, and that is read what the media and what the people of this great land have been talking about, sir. Oh, let's talk about the rates. Well, that's right, let's talk about the West Auckland rates that his mate, Twyford's mate, Sir Bob Harvey and Penny Hulse ratcheted up over the last 15 years and made it impossible for businesses to work in West Auckland. In fact, what they did, sir, was raise them so high that they were subsidising everybody else, sir. But I digress. Sir. Here's what the Gisborne Herald editorial said on the 20th of May. The majority, about the budget, the majority will appreciate the belt tightening in a response to tough economic times and the scale of the Christchurch earthquakes. And the fact that a government is not trying to bribe us with our own money in election year. What that refers to, sir, is the complete bribe from the last government on student loans. Just weeks out from the election, sir, they came up with that doozy of a bribe, sir. National has delivered a reasonable budget for the Times. Gisborne Herald, sir. The Waikato Times editorial, sir, 25 May 2011. Labour Party leader Phil Goff is on the wrong track when he says he hopes to create up to $22 billion a year in new businesses by restoring tax credits to reward R&D. When he was asked about the detail, what did Phil Goff say? What did he say? Go and ask somebody else. Go and ask the policy guys, because they know more about it than I do, sir. Sir, the Nelson Mail opinion on the 24th of May. The Department of Labour estimates that $2 an hour, a hike to the lowest adult pay rate, would carry the significant cost of 6,000 jobs. At a time when the economy is in desperate need of greater productivity, the apparent downside in a lift of this magnitude, no matter how just it might be, are obvious. Sir, they are loving to pin their election promises on raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, sir. They took a bus around the country about GST, but asked the leader of the opposition, sir, are you going to cut GST back? Well, they didn't have an answer. You'll have to wait and see. axe the tax. Now what that says is that they were trying to dupe the rest of the nation into believing that Labor were going to axe the tax, Mr. Speaker, but now we don't know. Sir, it's pretty plain from all the Treasury documents, sir, about the budget that we are going to enter into a period of good times for this country. And like I've said on many occasions, sir, in this House in the last couple of weeks. Oh, it's not about hope and pray, mate. It's actually about Back in Black 214. It's about Back in Black 214. And I just want to say something to Mr. Twyford. It was pouring with rain on a wee Sunday afternoon. And most West Aucklanders, sir, were taking their trash out, taking their rubbish out. But here was Mr. Twyford trying to figure out in our street which letterbox he should put the only Labor paraphernalia that he had into. Mr. Speaker, I went out there, I said hello to Mr. Twyford, and I checked my letterbox, and there was nothing in it. There was nothing in it. So I thought I'd go next door and check their letterbox. And this is not illegal, because it's my mother-in-law's letterbox. And there was no Labor paraphernalia in that box either. So I said, pouring down with rain, sir, I'll just go and check the other neighbour's letterbox, sir. And it just happens to be my brother-in-law. Nothing in the letterbox, sir. But what I did see, sir, was out of 50-odd letterboxes, he only put one pamphlet in one letterbox, sir. And then he had trouble finding the number, sir. Anyway, I again digress because it was so much fun watching him in his little raincoat running around, hopefully trying to get some more votes for himself. Not in my street, you won't. Not in my street, you won't. They are a class act out in West Auckland, Mr. Speaker. But let me say this, sir. By 214, we will be back in black, sir. We will not only have already won the World Cup, but we will be back in black so much so, sir, that over that period 170,000 jobs will be created. Now, who can turn their heads and say, and poo-poo the idea of 170,000 extra jobs in our country at a time when we really need our economy to be going ahead, sir? Well, quite frankly, sir, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but the planets are all aligning themselves. The stars are there, sir. Well, I must admit I enjoyed my time at Destiny Church, Mr. Speaker. And I'm just waiting for the blessing to kick in. Hopefully before the 26th of November, sir. But I tell you what, Mr. Speaker, we don't rely on the blessings of anybody. We rely on good, hard, honest work. Good, hard, honest work by good, hard, honest Kiwis, sir, who want to see our country go ahead. And given what we have to have put up with, sir, over the last 2.5 years in terms of natural disasters and in terms of the economic downturn worldwide, sir, I think we've done pretty damn good, sir. Pretty damn good. And also, sir, we are looking at some good times ahead. Good times just around the corner, sir. That's why we've had to make some of the hard calls that the opposition will never ever get. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for listening so diligently.
Honourable Mary Ann Street.